Hey guys, welcome back. As I'm sure you can tell by the title, this is not a pregnancy announcement. I don't know what I'm going to call this video yet, but it's not a pregnancy announcement. So in case you haven't been watching my videos, I just did my first round of Clomid and I finished it. I have to look at my calendar. I finished Clomid on February 19th. I ovulated around March 1st, and then I got my period on March 12th. So let me start by saying all of the bad things about what's happened this month, and then I will say all the good things. So the bad things. First of all, obviously, I didn't get pregnant. The chances of getting pregnant with Clomid any given month, I think, aren't very good. I think it's around like 10%. So there's really like a 90% chance you're not gonna get pregnant. But 10% do. So I obviously was hoping I was in that 10%. Sorry, my hair is like crazy and I've been having issues. So I'm sorry it's like crazy, but I just didn't want to do anything with it before I started filming. So yeah, didn't get pregnant. Second thing bad is that we're not going to try next month. And the reason is based on what's happened the past like 3 months with my ovulation. My estimated ovulation date would give me a due date of Christmas Day. And like, I really want a baby. I would give anything to have a baby, and I don't care if it's a Christmas baby, if that's the only option, but if I have another option and the baby cannot share their birthday with Christmas Day and get, you know, less attention every year on their birthday, then that's personally what I'm choosing to do. So it was a hard choice, and my husband doesn't quite understand it, but it's important to me, and so that's what we're doing. We're not gonna try this month, and we gotta wait another month. So that would put us into January 2019 due date, which like mentally, I feel like, even though we're in March, I feel like having a due date in January, it's like a new year kind of. So it's giving me like a sense of like, okay, this is a new start. Anyway, that's another bad thing. A third bad thing, which is actually like a really amazing thing, but just bad for me and for like trying to conceive, is that I talked to my sister a couple weeks ago, and she told me that she's getting engaged, which is awesome, and we were hoping was coming, and that she's going to be getting married as early as next summer. And Megan, if you ever watch this video, like, I couldn't be more excited and happy about your wedding, and I don't want you to feel bad at all about this, and but this is just like, honestly, this adds a layer of stress and anxiety for me, because if she's getting married next summer and she lives across the country, so I have to fly to her wedding, and I have to fly to her wedding shower too. So, you know, it's just, if she's getting married next summer, if I want to go to her wedding shower and her wedding, there's like a more narrow window of like when we can conceive and me still be able to attend those things. And obviously I'm not going to miss my sister's wedding, so there'll be a period of a couple months where we just can't try if we don't get pregnant by then, and that's a bummer. Because also another bad thing in my, you know, opinion is next month I turn 31, and like, we started trying at 29, and so, you know, if I had known it was gonna take a couple years to get pregnant, I would have obviously like started trying sooner, and hindsight's 20/20, but I I wouldn't have waited, because now I'm gonna be 31. That means if we don't get pregnant in the next few months, which I don't think it's very likely since we're not even trying next month, we only have a couple months, and then I'll be 32 when we have our first baby, which is so young. And don't get me wrong, that's so young. I know that I have a lot of time, and there may be other people watching this who are in their mid-30s or late 30s, early 40s even, who are trying. But you know, for me, it's making me feel nervous. It's making me feel like, okay, we're like, if I don't get pregnant, our first baby will be born at 32 at earliest. But it could be even 33 or 34, and then we're getting into like mid to late 30s. And I know it's thinking like way far ahead, and we could get pregnant next time, you know, next month that we try. But this is just like all the things that I'm just going crazy about in my head lately. So it's been like super emotional, and I've cried some, and I felt fine some. And like, again, some of you may be like way further into your infertility, you know, process, and have gone through several rounds of Clomid, or in, you know, doing IVF or whatever. And like, I don't mean to complain with only having done one round of Clomid, but we have been trying for like 14 going on 15 months, and like, that's a long time for anybody, and there's a lot of pain associated with trying for that long. So you know, I just, it's been hard. Plus, I think Clomid makes you more emotional. Like, I didn't get that many symptoms while I was taking it, really, besides like hot flashes, but my ovulation was really painful, and then afterwards I was really emotional, more so than I would be, and I feel like it's still affecting me. So those are the bad things that I can think of, basically. Good things, there are some good things that have, you know, resulted from this month. One is that one thing I want to say really quick, I'm still pretty new to making videos, and I'm really trying to like look at the camera more so I can like make eye contact with you guys, because when I'm editing, I realize like I'm looking off to the side a lot, and I'm just like not good at eye contact anyway. So I'm really gonna try to look at you guys, because I enjoy videos more when I watch them and the person's looking into the camera. So I am trying to do that. Okay, so what are the good things? The good things are, one, I did ovulate when I took Clomid, and I only took 50 milligrams. So I was really excited about that. I had ovulated months prior on my own, and so I was hoping that I would continue to ovulate with Clomid, and that did happen. So even though I didn't get pregnant, I think that we probably have a higher chance, I'm hoping that we have a higher chance of Clomid actually working, because I did ovulate on the lowest dose. So that was one good thing. Another good thing is Clomid did lengthen my luteal phase. So the time between when you ovulate and when you get your period, mine had been shorter. It had been like 8 or 9 days the past few months, and Clomid lengthened it to 11 days. And so, you know, your luteal phase, my doctor said, needs to be at least 10 or more days in order to actually have a chance of getting pregnant. If it's less than 10, it's really hard for implantation to happen. So that was another good thing that came out of this cycle. So hopefully next time that I take Clomid, which will be around mid-April, I think, at this point, it will also, you know, lengthen my luteal phase again. What else is good? So anyone who's gone through infertility knows, like, every month that you try and you don't get pregnant can be like very draining physically and emotionally. So because we're not going to try next month, I do get a month off from having to be, you know, thinking about all this on a daily, if not hourly basis. I still think about it a lot, and I have been. But it's, you know, I missed taking my temperature a couple mornings. I was like, whatever. I don't have to take ovulation test this month, which is my least favorite of the tracking techniques. So that I'm like really happy about that. I get a month to like kind of recover and like cleanse. Like, I plan to well, I plan to treat myself this week and let myself eat all the foods that I haven't been eating and be bad. And then after that, I'm gonna eat like extremely healthy. I have been eating really healthy, but I'm gonna continue on the like only organic meats, no white bread, no white rice, no like anything processed as much as possible, no dessert, only like fruit, vegetables, nuts, like fish, chicken, like lots of beans, all that kind of stuff. So I have a month to like, you know, kind of cleanse my body, eat really healthy, and get myself in shape for the next round of Clomid. Another good thing is I can use face products that I don't normally use when I am like trying to conceive, because they have harsh chemicals that aren't good for pregnancy. So I don't use them when we're like leading up to ovulation and during the 2-week wait. And with PCOS and all the issues I have, I get a lot of acne and like, you know, texture issues with my skin and all that. So a lot of the face products I use like have like retinol in them. That you can't use when you're pregnant, so those like really help my skin a lot and help with like my makeup application. It just makes everything better. So I am going to use those products this month and let myself treat my skin, because it makes a huge difference, a really noticeable difference. And I don't use anything that crazy. I use Philosophy brand face products, and they're pretty, you know, gentle as face products come, but it does help like the night treatment with the retinol, and it makes a huge difference for me. So I will get to use those over the next month and work on my skin. Another good thing is my skin has been pretty clear the past few weeks, which is strange because I have my period right now, but it has been pretty good. I don't know, maybe because it's spring. I don't know what's going on, but I'll take it while I can get it. Another good thing is my hair has been falling out less. I'm having a lot of issues with it, but I notice in the shower less often I'm getting clumps of hair, and I have been doing like an apple cider vinegar treatment. I got a little squirt bottle from Target, and I put a quarter apple cider vinegar and 3/4 water, and I just spray that on my hair when I get into the shower and like kind of scrub it on my scalp, and then let it sit there as long as I can stand it, because I have to plug my nose while I'm doing it, and then I try to like breathe through my mouth while it's on my head because I really don't like the smell. But I think that's been helping. I also started taking a prenatal that doesn't have DHA and got like a separate like DHA omega-3 supplement, which is supposed to be good for hair, and I've been taking that every day for like maybe a month now, and I think it has been helping. So I'll give you an update in like another month and let you know how that's all going. So that's pretty much it. I will be doing some videos over the next month. I was thinking of doing like what I eat in a day for like PCOS and hypothyroidism. I have some other ideas of like infertility related videos that I think would be helpful information to share. So I will be making a few videos over the next few weeks. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for following along with my journey. If you have any questions about, you know, anything I've said in the video, or just want to share like your thoughts and support, that's very appreciated in the comments down below. If you want to give me something to pump me up. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope that somebody who's watching this video has just gotten a positive pregnancy test, because like I wouldn't wish this on anybody. I really wouldn't. This is like one of the most painful things, if not the most painful thing I've been through in my life. And like I had a great childhood growing up, and I've had like a great life overall, but I've been through some like really hard, bad, dark times along the way that I've like, you know, fallen hard and had to pull myself up for months and years to get back to myself. And this is testing that strength that I built from those experiences. Like, this is up there with the hardest things I've ever gone through in my life. You know, if you're struggling with infertility and you feel like you don't know how you can go on, just remember that every time you have to deal with something in life that's harder than you can believe anybody can deal with, you become so much stronger from that experience. And that's just what I'm trying to remember all throughout this, that this pain that I feel is making me really, really strong. And that is something that's gonna help me going forward in life, no matter what comes out of all of this. And the other thing that I try to just believe is, I try to believe that I will end up getting pregnant and having a healthy baby at the, you know, end of this whole process. And I have to believe that, because I don't think I could go on at this point if I didn't believe that. And if it's not in the cards for us and we're not going to be able to have a baby, and, you know, we would have to turn to other options like adoption or, you know, whatever, like, at that point I know I could be okay with that, but it would take a lot of processing to get there, and like, I'm not there yet. So I'm just like believing it's gonna happen no matter what. I just have to believe it. Most days I just try not to think about it too much, but it is this like dark cloud nightmare that I'm dealing with every day that you can't tell anybody about, and you don't want to tell anybody about, and it's tough. So all the other infertility warriors out there, I feel your pain. We can get through this. It's gonna make us better people at the end of the day. So hope you guys have a good week, and I will be back soon with another video. Thanks so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, hit subscribe if you want to follow along with my journey and see more videos like this, and I will talk to you guys soon.